Hello, everybody, and welcome to another deck interview. Today, we've got Tulok, the Cardbarian here, or Barbarian.
Barbarian or Cardbarian. I go by both. Both are channels that I have.
Tulok is here, and we're gonna have a look at his favorite commander deck. Tulok, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Tulok the Barbarian, the Cardbarian. Cardbarian is my Magic the Gathering channel, so it's the more relevant for this podcast. But I also do your favorite fictional characters in Dungeons and Dragons, and I also talk about video games on Tulok and Mango. So if whatever you like, I've got a channel for it, and you can subscribe to whichever channels you like. And you don't have to watch the ones that you don't like.
That's how you do YouTube these days. Back in the day, you had one place. Now you have a lot of places. What's your favorite commander deck?
My favorite commander deck is Toluz Clever Conductor from New Capenna. All glory to New Capenna. One of my favorite sets. I think people didn't like it when it came out, and I wasn't even playing Magic the Gathering when it came out. Anyway, I like New Capenna a lot, and since I've been building commander decks, my main show I do on Tulok the Cardbarian is called Commander I Hardly Know, where I take decks that have less than 3,200 representatives on EDHREC and to try and build around them. Has Toluz gotten more popular since I made the video? That's something worth checking. Hold on.
I'm curious now. How popular is Toluz?
I don't think very.
Let's maybe briefly... no, she's got less than 3,200. 1,500 decks right now?
Yes. But why did I build her? It's because every once in a while I will see a card that is legendary, that could be a commander, and I know you've built Toluz too, so I'm sorry that I'm going to say this. I'll see a card and I'll be like, this is garbage. Why would you want this? This seems like it's actually worse than a vanilla creature. And Toluz was one of those because... Should we talk about what Toluz does?
Yes. Maybe tell the people what Toluz does.
Okay, so when Toluz Clever Conductor enters Sheik and Knives, you draw a card, discard a card. Topically relevant for the Marvel set because all of the villains be conniving.
Yeah.
But whenever you discard one or more cards, you exile them from your graveyard, and they get kind of stored in the Toluz fun zone, is what I call it. So whenever Toluz dies, you get to put those cards into your hand.
She's also free mana, free one, which is maybe something we should add. She's cheap, but not that cheap because the free mana are also all free colored pips.
Yes, but they're hybrid mana, so you can actually just pay 3 blue for her, which I have done before.
She's technically Esper, but like in practice, often you can like cast her much easier than that implies.
Yeah, it's weird mana fixing. It's a weird effect. It's a weird card. And that's why I like it. Because when I sit down to play this deck, every single time I've played this deck in like a pub game, at a con, or even with people in my Discord who watch my channel, they're like, who is that? Why would you do this? And figuring out why you would do this and enjoying why you would do this is something that like it clicked for me. And I have built so many other decks that are kind of just this in different colors.
So you're enjoying the bad commanders.
Yes, the bad commanders, but also, so Toluz does something weird. And that is whenever you discard a card, you exile it from your graveyard, which means if you have any looting effects, any effects that draw a card, discard a card, you actually put 3 different triggers on the stack. You put a trigger of draw a card, you put a stack of discarded a card, and you put a stack of leaves your graveyard. And leaves your graveyard got a bunch of support in both Aether Drift and in there was one before Aether Drift.
Final Fantasy.
Karlov Manor. I think Karlov Manor gave support. Everyone's favorite sets, Karlov Manor and Aether Drift.
Yeah, it really just Cream
with
of the
New
crop right there.
Capenna, which was basically the Aether Drift of like 2020. When was New Capenna?
2022, apparently.
2022. Yeah. It was the Aether Drift of 2022. It was the Karloff Manor of 2022. Tarkir is the other one I was thinking of that had a bunch of support, specifically in the Sultai commander deck, was all about stuff leaving your graveyard. And Sultai and Esper almost overlap. It's just the difference between white and green. But Karlov Manor had black and green, like Golgari leaves the graveyard. So we got leaves the graveyard in Golgari there, and then there was Esper leaves the graveyard stuff in Aether Drift. So all of these come together, and it's like this archetype that didn't exist before, and there still isn't a shorthand for it in like the parlance of Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, there's no language for it, really.
The graveyard,
right?
Yes.
Like, we know what looting is. That's shorthand for draw and discard. But we don't really know what leave your graveyard means. It's not reanimating. Toluz doesn't reanimate.
No. And that's why I kind of thought she was garbage, just because she doesn't reanimate. Because I'm like, if I'm playing a discard deck, the whole point is I'm going to discard a bomb, and then I'm going to hit reanimate and be like, it that betrays, turn 3. Like, that's what I'm reanimating for. That's what I'm discarding for. And Toluz is like, no, you don't have a graveyard. No, I'm like, why? But I want one. So that's why I thought she was garbage. And then I was like, oh, wait. If I build this around looting effects, I have 3 triggered abilities that hit the stack. And yeah, it ends up being this weird, complex engine that you build. And people don't really recognize it as you're building it. So you lower your threat level because people are just like, I don't know what that does. I don't know why you care about that. And then by the time it's online, you're just like, okay, I'm going to discard, draw. That triggers this. That triggers this. That triggers this. That triggers this. I now got 4 zombies and drew 3 extra cards. And also sitting under Toluz is 40 cards.
Oh, the pile gets big.
If you want to block her and her small, like, little 1 toughness to kill her, that's cool. Now I have 40 cards in my hand. There's like 6 different win cons in here. Like, it always plays differently. I've tried to keep the decks I make pretty simple because I know you recently started, or relatively recently switched to doing more Magic stuff, right?
Yeah.
And your audience was
Magic for a little while.
Yeah, but your audience wasn't Magic the Gathering, and you had to like help your audience move to Magic.
Oh no, I didn't. I actually I actually specifically told them, do not come to the Magic channel unless you want Magic.
Okay, well, that's a good move. Maybe that's the move. I was like, guys, come on, try Magic the Gathering. Try this wonderful game.
I didn't even I remember when I like left the Dota stuff, like the last video where I was like, okay guys, I'm kind of done with Dota. I did tell them, hey, you can find me over there. I'm not gonna link it. You have to actually find it yourself. Because there's a reason. Because the thing is, if you have people like go to the channel and then click on the video and be like, yeah, Baumi, and then they click on it and you're like, I don't know what this game is. And then they leave. Your attention is in the bin.
True.
That's not good for the channel. We don't want that.
Every time I talk to someone who makes YouTube, I think it's like we get so excited because there's no one else in our lives that we can really talk about this with, that we're like, yo, YouTube stuff. But Toluz, so I guess I did a different thing, and I was like, hey, everybody, migrate to the Magic channel, or like also go watch the Magic stuff while I make other stuff. And like, so I've tried to keep the decks pretty simple. It's like, okay, this one's gonna like, we're going to exile the top of our library. We're going to play cards from the top of our library. That's the fun. And then this one, I'm like, okay, this is my little autism train engine where like I just lock in and I'm like, this triggers that, this triggers that, this triggers that, this triggers that, this triggers that. It's a high skill floor to play this deck because there are so many triggers that happen everywhere. But once you hit that floor, it kind of just runs.
Yeah. Sorry for interrupting. If you've enjoyed the video so far, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and support me on Patreon. There's a link down in the description. Over there, you can also find lots of bonus content as well as the Jeopardy games that I play for the other show, where you can just download them on Patreon. Anyways, let's get back to it. So one of the nice things about Toluz, from my experience, is that she's also, like, she doesn't get killed that much. Because if she gets killed, you get like 10 cards back and your opponents don't want that. So they just leave her on the board and they just let you do your thing.
And you can just like show people the cards that are there and be like, do you really want me to have that? Like, you don't want me to have that.
Yeah, Look, you don't want me to have that. No.
I have removal in this pile. You don't want me to have that pile. I can remove your stuff if you remove my stuff. Just let her hit, which is one of the win cons is... she connives when she comes in, so often she ends up being like a 4-2. Not small. And then I have some other effects in here that like connive her again or make her connive again or make her unblockable. So like I can kill people with commander damage. I've done it.
What would be like a card that like lets you connive again and lets you kind of continue to grow to lose?
Security Bypass is the one. It's 2 mana aura. It's a common from New Capenna, and it makes the creature unblockable if it's attacking alone, and enchanted creature has, whenever it does combat damage to a player, it connives. Great card. Really great common. IMO. I've always found like the can't be blocked effects in blue are so good.
Oh,
they're so cheap.
They're so good.
Like, I'm sorry, 2 mana and, like, now she just gets to hit whenever, as long as she attacks alone, I guess.
Yeah.
That's the restriction, but, like, and I get to draw cards every time she hits? That seems, like, really fun for a common that is 35 cents. Sorry, you're in Europe. €1 million? I don't know the conversion.
Yeah.
Probably, I think it's like 1 million to...
Well, according to this, it's 12 cents for me.
Okay, wow. Okay, I gotta come to Europe.
Well, actually, that's for the most part, Magic cards are cheaper on Card Market than they are on like TCG Player or something like that, even when adjusted for like currency.
So what I gotta do is I have to come to Europe, buy how many copies of Security Bypass? Okay, the profit margin is 23 cents. Flight to Europe's probably like 1,200 round trip. So 23.
You can make some money. You just need a lot of security bypasses, like a lot of them.
I'm profiting after I sell my 5,218 security bypass in the US. So that's nothing but profit as far as I'm concerned. We found the infinite money glitch today.
So since security bypass requires you to like attack alone, I take it this isn't really like a deck where you spend a lot of time attacking, at least in the early game?
Yes. You don't want to attack because what you're doing is mostly just setting up your weird engine. And like a lot of the creatures in here aren't creatures to creature. They're creatures to be part of your weird, dumb engine that happened to have the creature type. If they were enchantments, I would run them instead. But yeah, it's pretty much all we're running our weird, dumb engine.
Okay. Take me through it a little bit, right? Like how quickly can you get the engine set up, and what would be like an example of such an engine? Like what is my first couple turns?
Okay, so fuel pieces, things that discard you and draw you cards. We've got a bunch of these creatures that just tap and have a looting effect. Vohar, Vidalian Desecrator, has that, and if you discard an instant or sorcery, each opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. You can also like cast spells from your graveyard. Don't care about that. Care that it loots. We've got our beautiful Magus of the Bazaar, which like super
great.
loots. Because
I love that you're playing Magus of the Bazaar.
Oh, of
what
course.
A great card.
Draws 2 cards, then discards 3 cards. Hell yeah! Why wouldn't I do that? Because another part of the engine is that we want to inflate the amount of cards we draw per turn with things like Teferi's Ageless Insight, so that when it says, hey, you're going to draw a card, I'm like, oh no, I'm going to draw like a bunch of cards, actually. Oh, yeah. I should. There's new cards I got to put in here from Marvel. I got to put that new Mr. Fantastic in.
Oh, I have no idea what's in a Marvel set.
I do.
I haven't even looked
at it. For a video, I reviewed all potential commanders and put them on a tier list from the all Marvel cards. It's 3 hours and 30 minutes, but I respect your time because I think it's like 356 potential legendary creatures.
Oh my god!
And I'm like, this Black Widow is a 2/2 vanilla creature in red. That's not very good. And then I move on.
Great video. Thanks, Tulok.
Well, I'm so glad for your service. Decks. I did the starter decks. I did Jumpstart. I did the commander decks. I did the main set. I did 4 different things where I tell you which commanders are good, and a lot of them aren't. So yeah, anyway, we also got Rona, Herald of Invasion, that loots. You can also flip her over and she does something else, I'm sure. We've got Malcolm, Alluring Scoundrel,
That's
who
the
loots
best
when
card.
He hits.
I love that. That's the best card.
Frankly, this is my strongest commander. I have a Malcolm mono blue deck that wins.
Yeah, Malcolm.
That's what it does.
What it does is it puts an omniscience into play, and then the game is over. Yeah.
And then I'm like, Eldrazi, the giant whale that makes it so that only giant whales can attack or something. Likeness Looter, another classic. This one does get a little worse than it normally is because it can't become a copy of things in your graveyard because things aren't in your graveyard. They're in the Toluz fun zone, but it's here to loot because it costs 2 mana and it loots. And that's what I want. Kitsa, Otterball Elite, it loots. It's also got prowess and can copy spells. If you make it bigger, don't care. It's here to loot.
You're just tapping it to loot.
I'm tapping it to loot. I'm tapping it to lose. Aha. Jace's Archivist lets you hit windfalls for 1 mana every turn.
All right.
People love it.
We have our 2 mana looter.
Yeah.
We're going into turn 3. What are we doing?
Turn 3. Ideally, we are getting a reward piece. Something that rewards us for our engine. I guess in the train metaphor.
Wait, we are in the train metaphor?
Yeah, well, because she's the clever conductor.
Right.
She's all about trains. So I've got to fix the train metaphor. But ideally, we want to start getting some payoffs here. Okay. Payoffs like a Chasm Skulker. Gets a +1/+1 whenever you draw a card, and then when he dies, you get a bunch of different little tokens. Looking at like a Tormod the Desecrator. If we've ramped a little bit, that'll give you a zombie every time something leaves the graveyard, which is fun. Homunculus Horde, another fun one. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, you get to make a copy of Homunculus Horde. And because a lot of the looting effects are just activated instant speed, you can wait until it's someone else's turn and then hit 2 of those and then Homunculus Horde multiple times and basically have blue Scoot Swarm, which is, I don't know if you like Scoot Swarm, but
do you? You're a Scoot Swarm man?
Half my decks are landfall just because I get so sad when I miss my land drops. So I play a lot of Scoot Swarm. You have to make
your decks landfall.
Yeah, but if I want an excuse to run 40 lands in a deck instead of like 38 or 35, I usually do 35. Why do I miss my land drops? That's so weird.
Yeah. Like it feels to me like you're just building your decks in such a way that you miss land drops and then you're unhappy about it.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not responsible for this at all. I am cursed.
Nothing anyone can do about it.
Yeah, there's literally nothing that can happen other than I guess we have to build a landfall deck that has 40 lands.
How many landfall decks do you have? I'm curious.
For this show, I think I've built 3. No, I've only built 2 for this show, but I used to play Tatiova, Benthic Druid. Stupid good. Probably the strongest deck I've ever built because it just says whenever you play a land, draw a card, gain a life, and then you fill it up with I want to draw as many cards as possible, or I want to play as many lands as possible, and then you just replace the lands with more things and hit extra turns, and everyone just watches you play solitaire.
That sounds great.
For like 20 minutes. Yeah.
No, I mean, delightful, truly fantastic.
I pulled it apart because it did feel like I was like, and I'm going to play solitaire now, where I'm going to draw a card, get a life. Oh, I've got Lotus Cobra, so I also get mana when my lands enter, and then I'm going to take an extra turn. I'm going to take 2 extra turns. I'm going to hit the bottom of my deck, which, segue, another one of this deck's win cons is just hitting the bottom. Hitting that beautiful, beautiful bottom. Wait, this list does have my ones where I... Oh, no. Oh, no, I lied.
The list you sent me doesn't have a Lab Maniac or a Jace.
Yeah, the paper version of this has Labman and Jace in it.
Okay.
I sent you the video one, but it has since been tweaked, and I didn't update it here. This is the nice one. This is the nice one that just windfalls and mills everyone to death with Mystic Redaction. Whenever you discard a card, each opponent mills 2 cards. So you get that out, and now whenever I discard a card, everyone else is milling 2 cards. And then if I hit, nice little windfall effect, like on Jace's Archivist, everyone ends up milling 20 cards, which is fun. I think it's fun.
I actually don't mind that. Like, I play against the deck like that a lot. A friend of mine has like the blue Kami. Do you know the blue Kami? The one?
Yeah.
The one with his cheeks out?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ass for days.
Yeah. So I have to play against this all the time. It's just getting milled and getting wheeled and whatnot. Very common, very common. So you've actually kind of like taken us a few... Oh, hello!
Yeah, she's great. She's noisy.
Oh, that's great. Oh, look at her. Big one, too.
Yeah.
Ours are currently just melting. They've turned into little furry puddles in the sun.
Oh no. Yeah, I'm in America, so we just crank that AC and kill the environment.
Oh man, I wish. That's actually like genuinely something where I'm just like, this can't continue like this. We need some sort of cooling. This is a problem.
It is so strange to think that like just AC isn't a thing. Well, that's so weird.
For a long time, it just wasn't needed. You know?
Right. Yeah, it's temperate.
Yeah.
Crack a window, put a fan on.
I genuinely remember that in my childhood, like not that long ago, but like 20 years ago,
I don't know how old you are.
I am your age. We're the same age.
You're 32?
I'm about to turn 32 next month.
Okay. Well, then I'm older. So
yeah. Wait, are you being smug about this?
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just more of like a real childhoods happened from May of 1994 to July of 1994.
That's where they ended. That doesn't count. Sorry. Okay, apologies. Understand. But no, like I remember how in my childhood, like a hot summer was like what 32 degrees, and that was just it. Wait, you don't know what that means. You don't know what that means.
I guess that's like 80.
I have no idea what that is in American. You gotta look that up.
I'm guessing that's 84. 89. Okay, 89. Yeah.
And that was...
It's like 40 now, right?
Right now, we are like looking at like 36, 37. Which is...
Yeah, that's still...
Yeah. And we're going towards the 40. There's like some places in Germany where we have 40, but not here, luckily. Yeah.
No, couldn't do it.
And that's kind of the thing, right? Like within 20 years, the weather has changed, but the houses, they were already built. So, anyways, that's a different topic.
Anyway, that's a different topic. Let's get back to talking about trains and public transportation, mass transit.
Yes. On that note, really quick, are you playing with the gilded foil version of Toluz?
No, wait.
How
maybe
could
I
you
am
not?
in paper. Hold on. Let me see. What's the gilded foil? Oh, yes, I am. That's the one where she's got like a light or something like right here, right?
Yeah. There's only 2 versions of this card. Well, I guess there's technically like that have the gilded foil artwork but aren't doing the proper gilded foil. But the gilded foil is like this raised golden like border and whatnot. It looks really sick.
Don't have the gilded foil, but apparently that's only like 80 cents.
No, it's not an expensive card. It just looks sick as hell.
Okay. Is it like one of those foilings? Does it make the card difficult to read?
No. Okay, give me one moment. I can actually... Never mind. I just realized that my cards are buried underneath our cards. That would take too long to dig out.
That's fine. It's okay. But no, yeah, that is better. I believe that is the artwork I have of her as well in paper.
The new Capenna, since you're a new Capenna enjoyer, I am a new Capenna enjoyer as well. And the like special treatment from New Capenna is super cheap because nobody gives a shit about New Capenna.
Yeah,
and it looks sick as hell because it's this really nice raised foiling that just like pops out, but it's not overwhelming like the piss foiling or something like that.
Yeah, you can read it.
Yeah, it's great.
What a concept!
So I just thought that would be something, but I was just curious. Okay, you kind of like skipped us ahead a little bit because you you didn't tell me when you cast your commander. Is that like your turn 3? Is that just what you assume?
Oh yeah. Ideally, you get her out as soon as possible. You know, if you can get like a mana rock out or something to cast her earlier, since it is all colored pips. You know, Soul Ring doesn't. I mean, Soul Ring's still in the deck. Don't get me wrong. I didn't pull Soul Ring because it's the people's game changer. You know, like it's.
On that note, like, do you like abide by the bracket system? Is that something you consider?
It's something. It's what we have. You know, it's what we have. I don't think it works super great.
No.
Because this is a bracket 2.
Yeah.
You know, like this is a bracket 2, and if I play this against someone who has a precon, I'm a pub stomper. Like,
but is it bracket 2 then?
Legally speaking, there's no extra turns. There's no
but
game changers. There's no mass land denial.
Come on, Tulok. You know better than that.
No, but like,
legally speaking is meaningless. Like that's not.
That's what I mean, though. Is that when I play this, and like when I play with my Discord in general, I say high 2 to mid 3 is where we're looking, because. Like, this isn't 2. I know this isn't 2.
So isn't that just 3?
But legally it's 2.
So
and that's my problem with
that
is
a
like
deck
Archfiend of Ifnir, for example. Archfiend of Ifnir. 5 mana, flying. Whenever you cycle or discard a card, put a -1/-1 counter on each creature your opponents control.
Yes.
That's not a bracket 2 card.
Is it not?
But it's not good enough to be a game changer. And that's my problem with the bracket system in general, is that there's so many cards kind of like that I'm like...
Yeah, I'm kind of on board with that.
I think it is in a precon. Yeah, actually, I'm looking at the symbol for it here, and it's in an Aether Drift precon.
Yeah.
That's the symbol that's showing up for me.
So I'm on board with you there. Like, there's a couple of cards that aren't game changers, where I look at them and I'm like, you should not play these in bracket 2. Personally, I feel like Archfiend of Ifnir is all right because ultimately it's still just a creature you can kill.
Sure.
But for me, my killer card, the one that I always resent, is Mana Geysir. If I see a Mana Geysir, I'm like, oh god, that should not be played in bracket 2. That is just way too much what's happening there.
See, and that's my thing, is that like there's so many different cards that it's like I kind of see it, I kind of don't. Like, I think Intruder Alarm should be a game changer, not because what Intruder Alarm does is so busted on its own, but no one has ever played it honestly. Like, no one's ever... And I run Intruder Alarm. Like, I have that in a lot of decks. But when I play it, I'm not playing it to be like, oh, I'm going to slow everyone down and their creatures are going to not untap.
Is it in here? No.
No, it's not in this one, because this one doesn't have an activated ability. But like when I have like
what are you talking
tap
about?
Activated abilities,
you could totally play Intruder Alarm in here.
It could work. Like, what it would do is it would help untap all of those looters.
Yeah.
And we do make a lot of tokens.
And then you go infinite.
Should I put Intruder Alarm in here?
Especially if you're playing chess.
No. I don't think I would, because Intruder Alarm for me is like it has to affect the commander.
Oh, okay.
That's because that's kind of how I build a lot of my decks, is that I'm like, every card has to be good with like just the commander. Because otherwise, if you're building it because it works with one of maybe 3 other cards in the deck, a lot of times it's a brick, and I don't want to have a brick sitting in my hand. I want to have something in my hand that I'm like, oh, Mystic Redaction. That'll, every time I discard a card, someone will mill. I know the rest of my deck is for discard. So I know that'll be a hit.
So you're not worried about like your commander getting removed?
Especially not to lose.
No, not to lose, no.
Yeah, I think it's kind of just the way I play, because I now, like, my brain is broken and I can't build a popular commander anymore. because I'm always like thinking about stuff for the show. So I'm like, I'm not building Bumbleflower.
Well, like, that's because you are presumably a good person with morals.
See, here's the thing. Bumbleflower is fun. It's just like,
no, it's not.
It's, you know what? Yeah, let's say it. Bumbleflower isn't fun.
No, it isn't fun. I fucking hate Bumbleflower.
Because Bumbleflower is a group hug, and group hug, like, it is fun, but it so isn't, because you have to bully the cute bunny. Because if you don't bully the cute bunny will win. And, like, so you have to be like a jerk. You have, like, they have to be like, I'm going to play Bumbleflower, and then we're all going to draw 7 cards. And you're going to be like, I'm killing you.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's not been my experience with that bunny at all. My experience with that bunny has been like, here's the Bumbleflower, here's a bunch of stacks pieces. We're going to draw cards, but I'm going to draw more. And I'm going to now fucking smack you with it. And I'm just over here, you're taking turns that are 3 times as long as everybody else is at the table. Can you just stop wasting my time and fucking kill me already?
But that's why I'm like Bumbleflower gets removed. And like the big scary stuff, like the Ur-Dragon. I guess the Ur-Dragon has Eminence, so even removing that,
that's probably the worst possible example you could have chosen.
Probably the worst possible example. But like, okay, so my girlfriend, like, her first deck, she's the one who got me into it, and she started playing like she was playing like back in high school, so she was playing like a long time ago. Not that long ago. I'm not calling her old. I'm just saying, like, high school. High school was a long time ago for me. And she's younger than me, so not calling my girlfriend old. But like, she played Kalia. That was her first commander deck. Was like when the Kalia deck came out, she bought the Kalia deck. And like when she plays, like when we play in pub games, she's the villain because she's playing Kalia, and everyone knows Kalia is the threat. But I'm over here playing some dumb train conductor from New Capenna that gets rid of my graveyard even though I'm discarding, so I can't reanimate. No one is going to remove my commander. Like, I have counterspells. I run counterspells because you should run counterspells. But God, do I only run 1 counterspell in this deck? Stop. Oh, this is a terrible deck. Don't show people this deck. That's terrible.
This is the one you gave me.
I know it is, but I'm looking at it now and I'm like,
you can phase her out with that. What's it called?
Oh yeah, Change of Plans.
Change of Plans, which is a pretty cool card. I like it. You have one counter spell, and I love the Nimble Obstructionist. That's a
true, yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's a flavor counter spell. But yeah, I think this deck doesn't run that many counter spells because, one, I'm throwing my cards away. Like, I'm windfalling and I'm discarding. I'm probably not holding it. But 2, by the time this gets going, it's done. Like, your wheels are going to start turning, and people might recognize you as the threat, but you'll probably just have like 1 billion tokens out. You'll have your token army, or you'll be milling everyone's cards away, or you'll hit your own board wipe. We do have a few board wipes in here, kind of accidentally, but. And I guess we could talk about... Oh, no, wait. I also have permission denied in here. I have 2 counterspells. 3 with Nimble Obstructionist. So, I'm a responsible player. But no, like, just Toluz doesn't get targeted. And if you play commanders that people don't see often, they don't see them as threats. Most of the time.
Yeah? So, I don't know. My experience really varies there. Like... if I'm in a pub game and people don't know what I'm doing, they tend to be a little bit more open-minded, I suppose. But if I bring some new bullshit to my like more inner circle, to the people that know me, to my friends group, now high alert.
Sure.
They're worried.
That's like the he can't keep getting away with it problem, though, where it's just like, I am not going to lose to Taru, the little God. Final Fantasy gnome who like shares cards and makes a treasure.
I built a Taru deck and it was a menace. I love that deck.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean though. Like, it was a
rule of law deck.
I also have a very biased sample size because most Commander games I play are with my Discord. We play on Saturdays at noon.
So that's that's like a really interesting topic. Like, so you mostly play online?
Yes.
And you said once a week.
Most of my games are, yeah.
Like how many games do you tend to play?
Usually it's just one, because like a game will go for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
And like I would like to do more, but also like there's usually only like 3 people who are available at that time. Now once I hit 1 billion subs or whatever, I'll probably have to try and make more time for more games.
We ought to play some games sometimes.
Oh, please.
Yeah, come on. Let's do it again. We played like one game forever ago, and then we never did it again. Yeah,
because we were doing
there was
like
a whole
test game.
Yeah, there was a whole thing, but like screw that. Let's just grab some people.
And then my girlfriend had to go to the hospital.
Yeah, let's play some games.
Yeah, let's do one where, by the way, she's fine.
That's good. I'm glad. I assumed so.
I was telling the podcast people. I've told you she's fine, because I was like, I think I remember I texted you like afterwards, and I was like, yeah, she's good. What was it? What happened?
I feel like that's not necessarily super important right now, and also we don't necessarily need to share medical details.
Yeah, let's violate HIPAA. Let's do it.
That gonna be?
I'm not a doctor.
That's true.
It's so funny that I'm like, I always try and be like very private about my girlfriend, because I don't want her mixed up in all this. And then I'm here. I'm like, okay, here's her medical history.
I'm just like pulling you back. Come on.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
There's a commander deck here somewhere.
There is a commander deck here.
I think it's really interesting. So like when you sent me the list, so I have a Toluz deck myself, right? And I did a couple of things differently from you. So funnily enough, like I am an idiot. I genuinely did not see what you saw with the like trigger from cards leaving the graveyard. I have nothing in my deck that synergizes with that at all. And I think that's when I saw that in your deck list, I'm like, oh, I'm an idiot. And also that's so clever. Like obviously that's how you should do it.
I'm a clever conductor.
Yeah, you're a clever conductor. Like I'm gonna steal a couple of cards from your list and put it into mine for sure.
Absolutely. And it just keeps getting support. Like in Strixhaven, it got support in Boros colors, which are not the colors that normally if we're talking leaves of the graveyard, the best colors are green and black. So I am sad that this doesn't have green, because Insidious Roots is the card for
that. Would be so busted. That would be crazy.
So nutty.
You gotta combine her with like card. 6 or some shit like that, like for the Pride event, if you've ever done one of those.
Oh yeah. I feel like it's stolen valor if I do that, since I'm cishet. So I'm like, I won't, but I'm allowed.
I don't know. Like I feel like so we actually like I run the like Friday Night Magic at our LGS.
Okay.
And we did a Pride event recently where I just like made it open. Hey, today we are doing this rule, and everybody came. And afterwards I had a couple of people within the community come to me, and they were like, thanks for putting this on, right? They were just happy, and they were also happy that people like participated in it. So I don't think there's any problem at all with participating in the Pride event, regardless of your own.
That was mostly a joke.
Sorry. I just.
But no. I think that's a place where like me being a cishet person, I'm not like taking anyone's spot. I've heard varying like levels of like, if you're a cishet person, like don't go to Pride, because like it's like, I don't know. I've heard people be like, it's problematic if you go, you're like taking up space that in a space that isn't for you. I also just don't like parades or clubs or parties.
I mean, I am talking about Magic the Gathering.
right. No, I know. Sorry. Weird discourse.
We're going into a different direction.
The weird discourse. They should make a discourse card that's like Nephebulub's disc, but it's a horse artifact. That'd be funny. And then it's
a horse.
Discourse. Yeah, what's the card?
The disc that you can tap to destroy everything.
Yeah.
The one that says "attack me" until I trigger this.
Yeah, and then you put that on a horse creature, and then it's the discourse.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, obviously that makes a lot of sense.
Because everyone hates the discourse.
Everybody hates
and
the
then
discourse.
You play the discourse. So, Watsy, call me up. I've got so many great ideas for cards for you, including the discourse.
Yes. Anyways, sorry, I'm going to go ahead and go back to the Magic the Gathering deck.
Yeah.
So for my Toluz deck, like a thing that I put a lot more emphasis on was just the discarding and getting the cards out from under Toluz. So I have a couple of sacrifice outlets. I have ways to like kill Toluz and then reanimate her out of the graveyard. So I'm constantly I constantly get a fresh Toluz and I can use the cards that I discarded again.
Sure.
So that's like where I put more emphasis on. But that's not like really part of your plan, is it? Like you're just kind of stacking the cards under Toluz, and then if she happens to die, you are happy to get the cards back?
Right. Yeah, that's kind of it, is that I am basically banking an extra hand somewhere, and I'm like, all right, if bad things happen, I've got Void Rend in here kind of for that reason, is that if there's like an exile board wipe that hits the board, I'm like, I will pull my Void Rend Ripcord and I will blow up my Toluz so that I get all those cards instead of she gets farewelled or she gets swordsed, and then all of those cards go away.
Oh, that Void Rend is for your own Toluz, not
the Void Rend is mostly for my own Toluz.
Yeah.
So I'm like, she's dead.
I get a good feeling for your style of gameplay, which is just like, I'm gonna do my own thing, and you will die if you let me.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Y'all are playing your interactive card game. That's so fun. I'm so happy for you. I'm gonna be over here in the corner, building a death ray, and then I'll turn around and point the death ray at you, which works out kind of. Again, don't get me wrong. I've got interaction in here. We got Swords to Plowshares, Path to Exile, Sink into Stupor. Void Rend can be used as interaction, I guess, if you're a nerd. Lethal Scheme is great here because you get to connive. Yeah, if you're a nerd who likes to interact.
Use a Void Rend on your opponent's stuff.
Yeah, gross.
That's mean, anyways. We're playing Commander. We're not here to kill our opponents.
I'll rapid hybridization. Get a free frog afterwards. Get out of here. I'll blow up my own stuff. You can't blow up my stuff. I'm doing that.
I'm curious about a couple of cards because you already pointed out the what's it called, that one removal spell that's 3 colors, Void Rend, right? Void Rend. But then you also have, and I think this is an interesting card that I also play, but I mostly play it because I think it's thematically right. And I wonder if that's something that you considered as well, which is the Precon commander, the Camis Obscura Oculus. Are you putting emphasis on this New Capenna theme throughout your deck? Is that something that you care about, or are you just like the effect?
So Camise is here for a few reasons. One, unable to be blocked is fun, and creature connives. I like the connive, and I want to lose to connive more. Then the double strike, also fun. All of that is very fun, and I think because that was a new Capenna commander card.
Yes.
A lot of the new Capenna commander cards, because I have other ones in here, like Quesa. Oh no, Quesa's not a commander. Whoops.
No, she is still out them. Quesa is still out of the set. She's still part of this.
Yeah, there's a lot of Esper stuff that happens to work well because the theme is conniving. So Quesa's in there, and then I've also got Rafine Scheming Seer, who lets you connive X, where X is the number of attacking creatures you control, and often that's one. I don't swing with a lot of stuff unless I've made a bunch of tokens, which I make a lot of tokens in this deck too, and I don't care about them. They don't matter. They're just here to be bodies that get thrown at stuff or block stuff. But that's also a win con, is I made a big wide board of 100 zombies, and now I have 100 zombies, and now my 100 zombies will hit you, I guess.
What's your main win con? What how are you actually trying to win? Because I assumed it was
usually it's wheels. Usually it's wheels and getting other people's decks going bye-bye.
So
that's
milling.
A big one with milling. Like the Mystic Redaction hits. That's paper version. I've got more. Or big wide board. Actually, you know what? I would say big wide board is probably the thing, because there's a lot of things in here that are like when you do one of the three things, draw a card, discard a card, or leaves the graveyard.
You've got like
Tormod, you get a token.
The Crypt Caller Chariot, and like
Tormod,
Drakehaven, which I'm surprised you play that. That feels really expensive.
It can be, but like a lot of times, I don't know. I think of Drakehaven as like giving yourself a Ristic study and being like, do I pay the one?
Yeah, that sounds great. That's my favorite part of Ristic study, having to pay the one.
Yeah, don't you want to pay the one? But like Ominous Seas gets you like these big Krakens that can do a bunch of damage. On Wings of Gold is the big banger from the Aether Drift thing. Because that gives all of your tokens and zombies flying and +1/+1. It's an anthem and evasion for all of the dumb little tokens you're making. All the people on your train. See, that's what we're doing. We're filling the train.
On Wings of Gold is really, really interesting. So do you know how the rules work for this? Because I'm actually not too familiar. But On Wings of Gold says whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, you make a zombie. And when like I'm discarding, let's say 5 cards, Toluz exiles them one at a time or all at once?
No, that would be all at once. That would hit.
So we would only get a singular zombie.
That would just be one zombie.
Okay, all right.
But you know, a lot of this is discarding one at a time with connive or like looting effects. Yeah. So you can be like connive, boop, 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 one more. And this is cards. A lot of these are specifically creatures leaving your graveyard or artifacts, like Thran Vigil is creatures or artifacts leaving your graveyard. But no, On Wings of Gold is just cards.
It's a great card. That's actually one of the ones I'm definitely stealing. I'm fucking putting that in there. It's like I'm taking
Taval's Judgment is another one.
And Ketramos, I'm taking that one too. That's great.
Ketramos is so tasty. Really, how does this deck win? Value is, I guess, how I would describe it. It's not necessarily one thing. It's just you set up so many pieces that reward you for one of those 3 triggers, sometimes both of those triggers, and then tapping to draw a card and discard a card is actually tapping to draw a card, discard a card, make a zombie, put a +1/+1, draw another card. If you've got my 2 favorite cards in here, Monument to Endurance and Taval's Judgment.
Yeah.
Because if you have both of those on board, a looting effect is draw 2 cards, and then the next one is make a treasure token, make a treasure token, make 2 treasure tokens, and then make a zombie and everybody loses 3 life.
Yes. No, that's crazy. That's so good. That's so good. So what I actually have in my Toluz deck on top of that, or like how I one of my main win cons is I love having the Monument to Endurance out, and then I like making a copy of it with something like flash photography or replication technique. And then you have a second one. And again, I play more discard focused, so I just have cards that let me discard, like a Psychic Frog or a Ghostly Pilferer. And then you can just like discard, draw 2, discard, drain everybody for free. And you do that on everybody's upkeep and you just murder people.
You're not familiar with the Marvel set. I assume this video is going to come out after.
I mean, yeah. The Marvel set is coming out
after a video I'm making.
Oh, right.
There is a common in the Jumpstart set that lets you discard a card whenever you want, and it costs 2 mana.
That's pretty good.
It's Songbird. It's also, and hey, you can go watch the video now if this is up after that.
Go watch Tulok's video.
But it's the only commander you can have that lets you discard at will.
Yes.
And
which is interesting for like reanimation stuff.
It's a comment from Jumpstart. It's like 40 cents. No one cares about it. No one knows about this heat yet. I am here to break heat news.
I haven't really looked at Marvel at all because I got burned out on Marvel like a couple years ago. I was just like, ugh, I am done. I'm not a hater.
Secret Invasion?
I'm just apathetic is what I am, which is worse. So I have not looked at any of the cards. But when I was like at the Magic store, like our LGS recently, a friend of mine just gave me this, which is like Leader Super Genius. And he said, fun. I gotta play this. And I'm like, okay, I guess I play one Marvel card. So I'm playing Leader Super Genius.
Wait, do you have 2 of them? Or did you just move them that fast?
What do you mean? No, I have one.
Do you have 2 cards, or did you just move?
No, I'm just good at moving cards.
You held it up
around
with the right hand, and then immediately held it up with the left hand. So you like switched it. You switched it off screen. And it made me.
I was just impressed by my sleight of hand. Is that the situation?
I am. Oh my god! I'm a baby who just got peekabooed. I just understood like the fun of peekaboo. I was like, holy Baumi, you were gone, then you were here.
Nothing you can do. I mean, that's a complicated subject matter.
Object permanence. Object permanence is hype. You know what? I'm actually gonna make a 5th channel where I do object permanence videos, and I'm just like, hey, look at this. It's a roll of toilet paper I use to blow my nose sometimes. It's gone. Now it's here.
Yes, but like, out of all the objects you could have pulled out from next to your desk,
I am too cheap to buy facial tissues, so I use toilet paper to blow my nose.
Okay.
I don't wipe my ass at my desk, okay?
Out of all the objects.
That's not what it's for.
There was nothing else there.
Well, I could grab my glasses, but like this, they're kind of see-through. They're kind of spindly. This is a good, solid prop.
Yeah, okay. All right. No, I'm not saying anything.
I could have grabbed this empty bottle.
Phil, when you sent me your deck list, you gave me a little bit of psychic damage because I saw 28 lands. And I'm like, what is going on here? But I know. I looked at it. But would you still mind explaining a little bit?
Yes. So, conniving gives you the +1/+1 counter when you discard a non-land card, which is why 6 of our lands in here are MDFCs. Does the creature side add anything to the deck? Not really. Here's what it adds to the deck. When I connive and I discard it, that's a creature. That's not a land, and I get the +1/+1 counter. Some of them are good. Like Witch Enchanter is just a great.
Yes, that's just
It's a great card. It should go in every white deck.
Yeah.
You should just have it because it can be an untapped land that you pay 3 life for, whatever. You're in white. You're playing life gain anyway. Let's be honest. But it's also a creature that can destroy enchantment or artifact when it enters. Ondu Inversion is an 8 mana board wipe. That's too much for a board wipe. It's frankly not good, but it's a land. And it's a land I can play as a land, or it's a connive thing I can discard and get the +1/+1 instead. But it is also a board wipe.
Yeah.
And if you need the board wipe, it's the board wipe.
Something that's also great about Toluz from my experience is that you can actually play some of these more expensive cards without without worrying too much, because just stick it under Toluz for now. Like,
right, yeah.
If you need it later,
store it there.
Right.
If you need it later, there's a solution. You know,
that's what the
hey, Toluz, come out back, Toluz. I'm gonna show you the rabbits. You know. But yeah, so I've got then Sink into Stupor. Sink into Stupor, I run in every blue deck basically. You can return a spell or a non-land permanent to its owner's hand, but it's also a land that can come in. And then Waterlogged Teachings, it's a instant tutor for 4 mana, which isn't very good, but it's also a land. And hey, you know, sometimes you want to just go ahead and tutor up Tolarian Winds.
Yeah,
that's fun.
Something I think is interesting is that you play a lot of these like land cyclers, like Troll of Khazad-dûm, even Malboro, Ancient Excavation.
Yeah. They're discarded cards that you put in the Toulouse fun zone. I mean, Troll of Khazad-dûm, that's another one that like I kind of put in every black deck.
Yeah, it's free.
Just because being able to go grab a swamp for 1, because it's a swamp cycling 1.
Yeah.
And that's the exciting thing, is that you cycle it for 1 mana. Usually that's a 2 mana, like on Marlborough. Malboro is also just there because I love that creature from Final Fantasy. It's such a little troll. And like you said, I can't pay 6 mana for this right now. Let's just store it in the Toluz Fun Zone, grab a swamp. And that also helps with 34 lands in the deck.
Yeah.
Which I thought it was 35, but apparently I was wrong. And I'm running fewer lands.
If we consider all of those, like cyclers and so on, as lands, you're actually up to 38 total. Which, considering how much this deck draws, that seems reasonable to me.
Yeah. And that's another thing, is that there's a judge in my Discord, Ember. She is great. One of the best piece of advice I ever got from her was, if you're having land drop problems, you don't necessarily need to add more lands. You might need to add more card draw.
Yes.
Because if you have more card draw, and this is chaotic card draw that's making me discard cards, but if I need the land, I can keep the land. If I don't need the land, I can pitch the land. I can see what's in my hand. And that's looting in general. Why looting is good is because you can still look at the other 5 cards in your hand to be like, oh, that's the one I don't need right now. And with Toluz, it really is, that's the one I don't need right now, because it's coming to your hand later, probably. But yeah, gosh, it is so fun when you've put 12 cards in the Toluz Fun Zone.
Yeah.
And then she gets blown up. And then you hit a windfall while you've got 18 cards in your hand, and then everyone else draws 18 cards, but you're also making a mill, or you're also hurting them some other way. It's so funny. I love wheels. Something
I also think is really cool about Toluz is that if you pick up all of those cards, usually at the end you're discarding down to hand size, right? But if you have Toluz, it just goes back to the Toluz Fun Zone. You just get to filter out of this giant pile.
Yeah.
You said earlier when we started here, you said Toluz isn't good. And I held back at that moment. But I'm going to say now, I think she's quite powerful. She's not one of those cards that just wins the game by herself, but she enables so many unique synergies.
Yes.
It's a cool card.
And hey, Baumi, here at the end, I want to say I agree with you. And that is why this is my favorite deck, is because a lot of times when I am looking for stuff, I will see a card and I will take it as a personal offense and challenge that I'm I gotta try it. Because first blush on Toluz, I'm why do I not want a graveyard in a discard deck? That seems ridiculous. The best part of a discard deck is my graveyard is basically a second hand that I'm gonna pull cards out of. But why I love Toluz is, after building her, I realized she has a purpose, and her purpose is weird, and people don't know what to do about it. And that's power, frankly. Just having the ability to play at a table, and you're not playing the same Y'shtola deck that everyone else has seen in Esper. You're playing some weird, dumb train bullshit. They can't. They're do I remove it? No, I don't, because then you get all the cards. Yeah. But
for what it's worth, then there's a lot of decks and colors that can't even really do anything about it, right? To properly deal with her, you need to either exile her or bounce her.
Yeah.
White can do that, blue can do that, but if you're not in those colors, it becomes a lot more difficult.
Exactly. And that's why Toluz is my favorite commander deck.
Perfect. Thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me on. I hope we didn't go too long.
No, we're all good.
I hope Tulok didn't go too long talking about Toluz.
Very good, very good. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I would definitely appreciate that. And don't forget to check out Tulok. Link in the description. Well, actually, it's not really a link in the description. It's that collaboration thing where you click on the channel and you see both channels. Anyways, go check him out. I thought I could bring these back. We're just kind of mostly doing unscripted stuff on the channel now because I like it. I feel comfortable with it. And honestly, I prefer making the bigger scripted content. So when we have something scripted, it'll probably be something a bit longer. And doing this kind of stuff gives me the opportunity to work on those kinds of things. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, again, thumbs up. Support me on Patreon. That would be great. Please support me on Patreon. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'll see ya. Goodbye.